What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in this video I wanted to go over how this new CEO for Xbox is amazing and how she's making some really good changes for the company. Let's dive into it. The CEO's name is Asha Sherman, and she has been really doing well for Xbox. It's almost like every other day you hear something good news from Xbox, and that's a good thing. Recently Xbox has been in the dumps. I made a whole video on it. Point is, like, finally, improvement, It's like whenever there's a bad thing in the world, you kind of just hope for improvement someday. Like, something has to change, and this is this for Xbox. Well, one of the first things she did was name change, sort of. So, on the Xbox social media account, she changed the name. Instead of, like, capitalized X and lowercase box, it's all capitalized like the original. The reason this is kind of a big deal, sort of, is because she put out a poll, and it was like, what name do you want? And the second the all caps won, she changed it, and that's a good thing because we can see that she really is focusing on what the people want. She literally changed it the second it won, so that's a good thing. Next great thing that she changed, which honestly I don't know why it was this bad, was Xbox Game Pass price. She lowered it, which is an amazing thing because like it was ridiculously high. And I don't really know how it got that high or why Xbox thought it being that high was a good idea, but she decided to make it lower. It's not at a record low, but it's a lot lower, which is amazing because that's a really big change, and I'm glad to see, someone actually doing it. The next big thing that she has helped this company with is less AI. So, basically, if you're unaware, Xbox was putting a ton of resources into AI development, like an insanely large amount. And it was kind of hurting the company because no one wanted the AI stuff they were making and advertising. It was quite stupid. And she has just kind of stopped that. So, as far as I know, basically what happened was like there was this big thing that AI-wise that Xbox was putting a ton of money into. Second, she became CEO, one of her first changes. So this is kind of old news at this point, but she just stopped it. She was like, we're not doing that anymore, which is a good thing because no one wanted it, and it was quite stupid. And, like, those are some of the main changes. But Asha Sherman, could be saying her name. Point is, she's really helping Xbox. And I'm glad. And I have to talk about, like, Xbox has always been dear to me. Like, it's always been Xbox and Nintendo. I've never even dived into PlayStation before. And Xbox always has held a special place in my heart. I basically started my gaming experience with the Xbox One, and that's a big reason. So, I've been kind of bummed recently. With all the changes that Xbox has been making, it's just so negative. So now that I'm actually hearing that this new CEO is just, changing so many different things in the right direction, I'm relieved. I'm like, finally, Xbox. Like, yes. Because, like I said, me and Xbox, we go way back. So I'm very glad. Oh, another big thing is no more exclusives on PlayStation. Long story short, basically, Xbox was like, we're going to be putting our exclusives, mainly with the next Halo game coming out, on PlayStation. Everyone was like, Xbox, why? See, Halo is the only reason you would buy an Xbox. Basically, that's it. Like, that's the only reason right now. Like, it was not, like I said, Xbox was in the slumps. But now, Xbox is doing a lot better. There's other reasons now. The point is, since Halo was, like, the only reason you would buy an Xbox, it was like, don't give Halo away, or else there is no reason to buy an Xbox. Idiots. So, everyone was like, what? So, now that we have this new CEO, so that Halo game is still going to be on PlayStation, but it will be the only Halo game and only Xbox exclusive on PlayStation, because the new CEO has been like, no, we're not doing that anymore. Xbox and PlayStation are rivals, okay? Remember the console wars? Yeah, it was kind of between them two. Because of that, she obviously made the logical decision to not give PlayStation Halo, because that makes sense. And with the console wars, this decision of not giving PlayStation exclusives is a good thing, of course, but it also opens the idea to console wars kind of coming back. So console wars have basically been the slumps. Console wars meaning Xbox versus PlayStation. And PlayStation 1, basically, like I said, Xbox has been not doing well. And PlayStation's doing pretty well, pretty good. It's, everyone bought it over the Xbox, basically. And, I love Xbox, so it's sad for me to see that, but whenever I look into it, especially for that video I made, it was like, oh, towards the end, PlayStation kind of swept. But, now that we have this new CEO, and mainly with the change of, Xbox keeping its exclusives, that means that maybe they could come back someday. Not now, of course. Maybe not even next year. We'll probably have to wait at least till 2028 because Xbox really needs to get their feet off the ground first. I mean, they've sunk in so low. But it also, because the CEO, she said that, you know, there will be no other PlayStation exclusive or Xbox exclusives on PlayStation. Okay, but that also makes me think maybe Xbox is preparing for more exclusives. When the Series X came out, Xbox bought a ton of gaming companies to make exclusives, and then they didn't. Like I said, they made some terrible decisions. Exclusives are a very big deal, and that was, you know, basically, exclusives were turning the tide of console wars. And the fact that Xbox was like, oh, all those plans we had to make exclusives? Yeah, we're just gonna cancel all those, and we don't need those games anymore, which they did. Point is, Xbox owns a surprisingly large amount of gaming companies they could use to make exclusives. Just kind of sitting there. So, I'm just saying, if this new CEO continues to do good things, and has been like, we're not even thinking about giving PlayStation anymore, then I could see more exclusives coming in the future. I feel like more exclusives for Xbox is great. PlayStation, like, has its all-time greats, and of course Nintendo has so many exclusives. Like, Xbox needs to get up there. Besides Halo, and like the Racing Forza game just came out. Point is, that's the situation. Long story short, new Xbox CEO, Asha Sherman, great. Could be saying her name wrong. Also, like and subscribe, please. I love Xbox. I love Nintendo. I love video games. I love talking about them. So, if you like that, you should come and join me and hear me talk about them. Please like and subscribe. Helps out a ton. Gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really happy to see Xbox really coming out of the dumps. See you next time. Peace out, everyone.